You are listening to Zimbabwe News. Keep listening to Zimbabwe News.
To what we have straight on our desk here, our viewers witnesses, we've got the first ever coronavirus related death at Wilkins Hospital. It's just been announced in the last 2 hours here by the government, officially by the government. As we know here, statements of this nature many times here, because we kind of live in a command system in Zimbabwe. So this is not but anyway, let me just get to the facts here. So we have here the government announcing today that there is someone who has died, and this woman had arrived from China in January, and she'd been in the country. And just yesterday, on the 6th, she complained at her GP of shortness of breath. And she was referred to Wilkins Hospital and died just a day later. Our viewers, readers, and listeners, the government of Zimbabwe, up to this time, it is midnight, it is not saying a thing about her dying of coronavirus. All they're saying is that she had symptoms of shortness of breath and she was referred to the Wilkins Hospital. Nothing else has been said. Most importantly here, and I'm saying this in the public interest for the safety of members of the public, the government has not in any way spoken about a contingency strategy to protect members of the public from the coronavirus. What is being done world over is that whenever anyone is found with symptoms of the coronavirus,
You are listening to Zimbabwe.
even if it is just coughing, institutions
Keep
world
listening
over
to Zimbabwe News.
will perform what is called a movement trace. So they trace you where you have been, where you've been eating, which town you traveled. They will trace you. And it's not complicated to do this. They do it with political opponents, people who they feel and they label dissidents, people who oppose their views. They simply do it by taking their mobile phone. It's that simple. You take a person's cell phone and you just punch it in the computer, and the computer tells you everywhere where your cell phone registered a mast. So basically where the mast, like where I am here, the mast not very far from where I am, that side, the other mast here will tell me the exact spot, the geolocation where I am internationally. Right now, akuna kwandino teaser as long as I've got this cell phone. So within less than 10 seconds, you can know everywhere where Simbachikanza has been. So it's not complicated to do a movement trace. Why is this important? This is important because members of the public must be protected. Every place kwaenda mudzimaiwe where this woman has been, every member of the public who's been there, by midnight, ZPC, Herald, and all other media houses must publish every place where this woman has been, and then ask members of the public to submit their names. If they have been in these areas, if she was in a bus, if she was in a combi, it will be published nationally and internationally. So everyone will then say, look, I was also in that bus. I was also in that chicken inn shop. I was also in that pizza. Let me go in and get checked. And then the coronavirus potential spreading can be stopped. It is midnight right now, our viewers, witnesses, and there is no plan whatsoever by the Zimbabwean government. None whatsoever. Neither a plan, a mere announcement that she died of coronavirus. None. All they're saying is that she died after complaining of shortness of breath and having been admitted to Wilkins Hospital. Our viewers, readers, and listeners, the next thing that I would like to say here is that just 2 days ago, the Norton MP Themba Mliso was in Parliament, and he announced that in Norton, in his constituency, there are hundreds of Chinese workers, many who he said are currently quarantined
Keep listening to
for the coronavirus. He said it with his own mouth in Parliament. Whether that is fact or it's conjecture, it was announced in Parliament publicly. If you are watching here on Zimai.com, you would have watched it live. Check in the repository here. Check also in the website on Zimai.com, and you will notice there the announcement by Themba Mliso that there are people in Norton, hundreds of Chinese workers, and he said there are many, and I'm going to use just his words exactly as he said it. These people, he said, they are moving in and moving out. He also said, per his own words, that they are spreading it. Every time they're moving in, moving out, they're spreading it. However, just yesterday, when we checked on the satellite, the world satellite, to check the spread of coronavirus, suspected and confirmed, Zimbabwe is clean. When you look at it, it's all clean. Everywhere. From Zambezi to Limpopo, to the Kabora Bassa, down, over the way, throughout the whole country. There's not even a dot to show that there are cases of at the least, suspected coronavirus. So, today, we've got an announcement. Jump on Zimai.com right now. Check out
You are listening to Zimbabwe News. Keep listening to Zimbabwe News. Keep listening to Zimbabwe News. You are listening to